First off, let's get your assessment on the conduct of the by-elections held in 26 states today across the Federation. What do you make of this?
The outcome of the elections leaves a sweet, the conduct and outcome leaves a sweet bitter taste, especially if you think around what the cost of this election to everyone that participated, not necessarily in terms of monetary time, of course, but the time that has been expended to get us to this level that we are today. So it throws up the begging question, can we come to the time in this country where we'll have all our elections just conducted and concluded in one day? I know it might be practically impossible because if you look at the elections conducted today, some were rerun elections, others were by-elections. By-elections because some candidates have died and others have also others have taken up other positions, and so they have vacancies in their own positions that have to be filled. But with that also in mind, we saw a determination on the part of the Commission this morning to commence the election early in time across most of the polling units that we had deployed our observers. Before today, there had been that effort also to have materials reach all the local governments and then by extension also to the registration area centers. But again, the concerns or the challenges that have been bedeviling our elections read their ugly heads today. You see the problems that happen in Jos where there are concerns about voting materials not enough in some location, and also the report that has filtered in from Akwa Ibom, from Enugu, and also from Kano about talks disrupting the process or shortage of materials that has led to the suspension of posts in some of those locations. So for me, it is hugely concerning, like I said, that the more investment is made in our election, we keep getting these sort of issues. Can we come to that point, that time in this country where the stakeholders involved will allow the Commission to be able to conduct elections unhindered? And can we also come to a point in time where we know this is the day the elections are conducted and concluded, and without all this back and forth that we keep seeing in the electoral state that is causing a lot of agitation? Before now, there were concerns, especially in Jos, a lot of uncertainty whether or not the Commission will go forward with the election. If you recall, from 2 days ago on Thursday specifically, there was a conversation between the National Commissioner that went to Jos and also the people in Jos. They asked questions whether or not one of the parties will be on the ballot because of the confusion that the court has said all parties should be on the ballot. There was no clarity. What we heard was that a month before now, in a sitting with the Electoral Commissioner, the Electoral Commissioner assured stakeholders that every party will be on the ballot. So there was no clarity. At some point, there was even a pronouncement by the IPAC chairman in Jos that the election will not go. They will not move forward with the election because there was no clarity on that. So communication was not managed properly in Jos. That may also have affected the turnout that we saw in Plateau State. But again, I mean, different experiences across different states. You can see the huge turnout, for instance, in Kano. We saw a huge turnout also in Oyo State this morning. Finally, if you go to the southeast in Abia, there was a report of very low turnout, and also what is also filtering in Jos, the concern and challenge of also a very low turnout. I mean, that's also for me what is even more heartbreaking, that look at all the investment that the Commission has done to get us to this level, and again, participation keeps dropping. Is it also from the point of the lack of awareness before this election? I thought the stakeholders have done enough, but we really need to come to the point where we interrogate what are these challenges and know how to just solve them.
Right. Let me quickly come in here to ask you the final question, and you have to be brief on this right now because we want to understand what you hope, to see differently to ensure we have free, credible elections in years to come. What do you hope to see differently?
I think we just want to see that the Commission remain consistent in its engagement, because what we keep seeing is one election will be better, the next election will be poor. Can we have a new template for how elections are conducted, especially if there are challenges with the election? We want accountability from the Commission and to see that whoever is responsible for whatever issue may have happened around elections, the people are brought to book. See what has happened in Kunchi State the last time, where we got the issues of preferred ballot results, and also this concern after the elections on November 11, where some of the results posted on the INEC were different from the paper copy results from the polling unit. Those reconciliations have still not have been made. INEC has not come out to say they had prosecuted anybody that was involved in that wrongdoing. So, right. I mean, if you want to raise confidence, we want to come to a place where the commission is coming out to tell Nigerians ABC had happened from this election, and these are the remedial measures that has been taken.
Right.
Once there is that consistency, I am sure it will help to boost confidence and participation in the election.
Thank you so much, Paul James, Programs Manager, Viagra Africa. We appreciate your insights on the news at 10 tonight. Well, let's go to Plateau, where TVC News also monitored today's election in Plateau, Taraba, and Ondo states. Although the exercise was largely peaceful, low turnout voters